Alright, so just got off the bus. And,
how you doing? You good? Yeah. Alright.
So, when actually I didn't get on the bus. I got on the Dollar Man. And on our way to this intersection right here. So they had strategically placed people on both sides of the road, right? And as the Dollar Van was going, they would stand up, turn towards the street, do hand signals and shit like that. I mean, it's the same shit as if I was on the bus, but today, see here you go. Look. Look. Yay. Okay. Now you notice when you see now turn back, see the woman across the street, you stick her finger in her ears. This one standing over here. Right, as the police was crossing, she looks at her watch. And I talk about this when I would take the train to go pick up and drop off my son when he was younger, my firstborn when he was younger. And when I would drop him off, take the train home, and there would be white police officers either on the stairs or on the platform. When they see me, they would walk up towards me, look at their watch, and then walk away. Right? Numerous times they would approach me, not saying anything, stare at my face, then look at their watch and walk away. Right? So when they do stuff like that, okay, is when see, there she goes here looking at her phone. She looks at the yellow bus as she walks by, looking at me, and then takes her phone and staring at her phone. Her phone is off, but I can see the screen is blank. Right, it's off. So yeah, right. So this is what they're doing. So like I said, it doesn't. There are times when I get moments like this. Like I said, it isn't too frequent, because again, they don't want to show any sort of pattern. They don't want me to show any sort of pattern. So they'll do something like this once in a while. But they'll definitely use the police to target me. And you guys may just say, okay, but they're just driving by. But yeah, they're driving by. But you got to look at the actions of the civilians who is in cahoots with the police. So like I said, the police car crossing. This woman standing here. She was standing close to the street. She looks at her watch. Again, we talk about the conditioning and the power of association, Doc NLP, right? And then the woman across the street, right, was filming the police drive by, turns back around, she sticks her finger in her ears. Okay? They talk about that, where the police would use civilians. Sometimes if they're on foot, they will have civilians in front sticking their fingers in their ears. The civilian will walk past, and the police will walk past looking at me. That sort of thing, right? So, so if I'm filming, right, it wouldn't look as if the police is actively targeting. Okay? It would be, civilian action, right? But again, this is how the police use the civilian. Okay? Because if you're targeted, you've been targeted by the police, after they condition you a certain way, now they can do stuff like that, right? Okay, that's called, I forget what you call it, but it's like a transference, right? So, if you see, if you're a TI, you see a cop, and every time you see the cop put his hands in his holster, right? Which is something that they used to do to me earlier in my targeting, right? So, a cop would put his hands in his holster, right? And so now, after a year or two of being harassed like that. Now, when the civilians get involved, or when they, bring in the civilians to target you, the civilians would put their hands in their pocket, but the way how they would put their hands in their pocket, it would be more like taking their hands, put it towards the side of their body, like they're reaching for something, right? And then their hand will just move forward enough to where they will put it in their pocket. But again, it's that little action there. And what's going to happen is that it's going to trigger that conditioning, right? That association, right? So what is called the power of association, okay? And dark NLP. So it's that threat. So now the police don't have to be around you anymore, right? Now the civilians can threaten you in that manner, right? So, like I said, I didn't understand this until years later, man, after doing a lot of research and, on dark NLP, also on dark psychology, the tactics, methods, and Mark Rich. Mark Rich has a lot to do with me understanding, particularly the targeting aspect, when it comes to involving the civilians. And actually, he was the first one that I learned about dark NLP from. And this was years ago. But it takes a minute to figure stuff out if you're that type of individual, right? So I'm the type of individual that I love to figure stuff out. Particularly if of course they're not open. It's fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. A little after 8. These businesses don't open up until 10 o'clock. But they know what they're doing. Again, police, you walk past by, all of a sudden now they're talking about open, right? So you're talking about open investigation, so other shit like that. So yeah. This is what they do. Right? This is what they do. They send a subliminal message. So you guys get to see it firsthand, and I get to narrate and explain to you exactly what's going on, so you guys can have an idea of what is going on. Right? So yeah. Shit, that's it. I'm not about to let them get away with shit. I'm not allowed to let them run their psyops on me and feel that I'm not, that they're not going to be exposed. All right. So now here comes the homeless thing. Right, there you go. Here comes the homeless thing. Everybody take out their phone now. I should look at my phone over here. As the homeless guy passed by. Takes out her phone. All right. This guy is pinching his nose as the car drives by with the yellow lights flashing. Okay? I understand what's going on now. We're going hand signal there. I'm going to walk by with a water bottle. Look at that, look, see? Yes, exposing them, that's what we do. Okay, we got the Asian man throwing that white tissue on the floor as I'm walking towards.
subway or between buses, free transfers are available. Just remember to tap the same card or device at all points of your journey. For more information, visit omnis.info.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I tell you, the reason why I had to film this, look at her, look, yeah, fuck you. Yeah, stick your finger in your ass, who gives a shit. So anyway, so I keep telling you guys, right, every time I get on, sometimes they'll use a white guy. Last night, from my block, you know, I got the white guy there, got on the bus, the 35, guess what? One white guy sitting in the front. Alright, so I had to, you know, walk to the middle doors to, just so I can get a little video so I can show you guys. Like I said, this is what they'll do. Particularly, they're trying to subliminal message, trying to send me about Pam and her dating, you know, what have you. Like I said, I don't give a shit, but they think that they're tormenting you. That's what it is. Or they think that so they can try to make you jealous. Look at this one over here now. All the way over there. She's not in front of the building. Looking up at the sky, she sees me. Right? So yeah. You know, so like I said, there'll be that one white person there when everybody on the bus is black. Alright, see, there's a tag team. White guy over here, white guy here. Look, trying to tie his shoes on. This is what they like to do, as if it's some type of game and it's a tie. This is the shit that they'll do. See, one over there. See, and now you see the black guy looked across the street at the white guy. Okay, this is what they do. We're going to expose them. That's what we're going to do. Right? Now, guy followed behind him, takes his phone out, looking at it. Yeah, bro, you know, you ain't nothing on your phone. He ain't looking at nothing. He ain't looking at nothing. You know. So yeah, this is what they'll do. This is what they're doing. Like I said, I'm gonna expose them in every single way. All right? I guess Pamela. Yeah, so you know, I spoke to her right before I left the house. She's at 8 o'clock, a little after 8 actually. She's just waking the kids up. It was like 8:17. Just waking the kids up. I'm like, my son, he has class at 8:05, and you're waking him up now? And she's like, well, I gotta get out of here, and you know, blah blah blah. I said, at least make them breakfast. I don't got time for that. I can't make them no breakfast. What do you mean you can't make them no breakfast? You know, you have breakfast sandwiches, make your son a breakfast sandwich. Shouldn't take that long. You know? My daughter give us cereal. I ain't got time for all that. Oh, okay. You know? Yeah, you want to stand up here. Look. Yeah, I know. You standing like a bad man. Yeah. Look. And he walked off. Yeah. Standing like a bad man. Again, it's the color. Alright? They use colors, right? So they're wearing orange jackets.